Writing a novel was never on my to-do list. Then one day, the first sentence of a book that wanted me to write it appeared. My mother was right. This sentence began to flash inside my mind over and over and over again. Ugh, how can I make this go away? Soon after, I received an email from masterclass.com offering a video course from Dan Brown on how to write a thriller. I signed up. I worshiped Dan Brown, and I knew that watching this would just be for fun. Writing a thriller was not something I aspired to do. I so enjoyed seeing Dan sit in his living room, seemingly speaking directly to me. On video number 3, he talked about location as a character in the book, a la Florence in the Da Vinci Code. I knew that this book inside me wanted to be written, and I knew that it would take place in India. So I began fantasizing about going back to Rishikesh to absorb the colors and sounds and vibes of this holy city on the banks of the Ganges. Stop it, I told myself. This is stupid. You don't need to torture yourself and write another book, especially fiction. Still, I was haunted by the ongoing movie in my head. I spoke to God, and I said to him, if I'm meant to go to Rishikesh, I need to manifest a round-trip business class ticket. 48 hours, that's what happened. A month later, I was in India where miracle after miracle occurred. The places and events I'd seen in my head, I was now experiencing, finding, tripping over. On an earlier visit to India with my friend Deepak Chopra back in 2003, we were at Ramana Maharshi's ashram in South India, preparing to circumambulate Mount Arunachala that night with 500,000 pilgrims who would be celebrating the full moon of Pongal. As we began walking, Deepak spontaneously said to me, in India, spirit is not difficult to find. It's impossible to avoid. I never forgot that, and now I knew why. My first morning in Rishikesh, I realized Deepak was right. I heard music and gongs and chanting outside my hotel room. I ran to the balcony, and beneath me were a dozen men in robes carrying a stretcher with a deceased guru on it. They were on their way to the cremation grounds. Spirit was indeed everywhere. You don't need to go to India to connect with the divine. I've just created a 10-video series called Healing the Heart Yoga, and you can get it for free today when you order my book. All the details are at thelovethief.com.